Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday class. Hope you're all well. This is the first of our gentle year week classes this week. Got another one tomorrow, usually at 10, maybe around 10:15. I will confirm in the Facebook group before then anyway, but it shouldn't be too long after the regular time. As usual, I can't see you, so please do, if you come into any postures that bring you any pain or discomfort, please back out of them and take a little rest. I've still got a knee injury, as you may have seen if you joined the class last week, so I'm going to be taking it pretty easy myself too. Also, make sure you've got plenty of space to practice in, no obstacles, no distractions, and I think we're ready to go. Just keeping one eye on the meeting room in case anyone joins. Otherwise, we can keep going. So today, I think we're going to start on our bellies. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of music on for myself. Okay, so we're going to start on our front. So coming on down very carefully. We're just going to make a pillow with the hands. I'm going to take the legs wide and the feet can go flat. Tops of the feet can go flat on the mat. I'm just going to curl up my left toes just to protect my knee. But you can just flatten your feet and make that pillow, or use a real pillow. And just start to come to stillness. Just make any movements or adjustments that you need to make before becoming completely still and comfortable. And you can have your forehead down into the mat, or you can turn either ear to one side. It's up to you. And then you come to your completely comfy, still spot. And start to focus on the breath. So here we not only can focus on the inhale and the exhale as it leaves the body, but as well line our front. Really feel the belly rise and fall as we breathe. Starting off by giving the internal organs a nice massage into the mat. And when you're ready, make the breath a little bit longer and smoother. Making your exhales just a few counts longer than your inhales. Making sure that your shoulders are relaxed, your facial muscles, hands, feet. Try to find a softness in this pose, and if that makes you And flatten into the mat even further, melt into the mat a little bit more. That's good. When you're ready, take the arms out, bring the legs together, face down, and take a full body stretch. And then drawing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Just inhale up, elbows bending backwards. So in a cobra here, but just a very gentle one. So even if you just kind of like pop up slightly off the mat, gazing forwards, legs together, feet together. And lower. Inhale, lift. And again. See if you can start moving with the breath. And see if each time you can come up a little bit further. But as I said, not too far. I think it's just tiny increments. But breathing, curling the toes, spreading the fingers wide, pushing up into the hands, going back through your tabletop, and bringing it back to a downward dog. Sorry, I said downward dog, I mean child's pose. In your child's pose here, you can have the knees together or you can have the knees wide. And walk the fingers a little bit further forward. And really feel that stretch. Maintain that breath, feel the belly rise and fall against the thighs. Looking forwards. Come back to your tabletop, curl the toes, and now we come up into your downward dog. Walk out the feet. And keep a bend in the knees. Well, I'm just going to step my left foot out just because of my knee, but if you can keep yours where it is. Then looking forward, coming back to your tabletop and come all the way back, either to your knees or to a comfortable seat. So whatever feels best for you today. I'm going to stay off my knees. So we'll start, so that was a different way for us to begin the class. Just a little bit of stretching the back and going straight into the hips. Now we'll just warm up the upper half of the body before we come back to the mat. So we're going to roll the shoulders. One way. And then the other. And then the neck. Get out all those little kinks and creases and niggles. And then back to center, starting to make those circles with your hips. Hands can stay on the knees. I'm just going to keep mine off my left knee. These circles one way and then the other. Lovely. Back to center. Walking the hands back, opening out the chest. You can stay gazing forward or you can take the gaze up and back. And then walking the hands a little bit further forward so they're not right by your side, they're still a little bit further back. And just folding at the hips. Nice long back here. And just gaze forward at a point in the floor, about a foot ahead of you. And then if you want to drop the head here, you can. Before we come on all the way up. Lovely. We'll walk our fingertips out to the right and take the left arm. Take that stretch and you can keep that right arm straight or bent in the elbow. Just want to feel a stretch coming all the way up, right out of your hips, waist, all the way up the side body, all the way up the arm, right through to the fingertips. And bring it over to the opposite side. Again, stay aware of where that stretch originates from and how it travels. Lovely. Coming all the way back, taking a twist. So we're going to bring the right hand to the left knee. So either on the knee or just outside the knee. Left hand behind, inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. If your hand is on the back of your hand is on your knee, you can kind of use it as a lever to twist you around. And then back through, center, take to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Lovely. Back to center. So we're going to take the right leg out long, left leg tucked in. And it doesn't have to be completely tucked in. If you need a bit more space, you can take a bit more space. I think mine should be okay tucked in. We're going to inhale our arms up, exhale. Start to fold at the hips again. And just drop the hands wherever they land. So you might get here today, you might get all the way down, kind of towards your toes. Wherever you are is absolutely fine. Gaze at the toes. And you're going to take your right hand and bring it on the inside of your foot, next to your big toes or a little bit further down. And then you're going to swoop that left arm. If you need a little bend in the knee here, that's absolutely fine. You feel a stretch right off the back of your leg. And then come on all the way up. Just going to take it to the opposite side. We'll start off by inhaling all the way up. Exhale, folding at the hips, plant the hands, keep the shoulders down away from the ears. You're going to gaze at the toes again. And then with a little micro bend in the knee if you need one, you're going to bring that left hand to the inside of the foot and then bring the right hand over. And then all the way back. Lovely. Take the legs out in front of us, straight. We have a tiny bend in this knee. And you're going to just flex the feet and sit up nice and tall. So either your hands will be flat on the mat, or if you've got short basically in the head, flexing the feet. Just take your back at a right angle to your legs. It's a staff pose. Shoulders down away from the ears. For 3, 2, 1, and release. And you're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Flex the feet. Take a little tiny little bend in the knees here. And take it down. If you can grab around the toes, then do. If not, again, just plant your hands where they land. Shoulders down away from the ears, flexing the feet, gazing at the toes. Just feeling like you're folding at the hips. So again, we're not rounding and crunching here. We're keeping it fairly open. Nice long back. Really feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the legs. And even if you're here today, that's absolutely fine. Wherever your body gets you to today is the right place. And then come all the way back. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together. And you can shuffle your bum a little bit further towards your heels, or bring your heels back a little bit further towards you. The feet can be a little bit further away from you if that's preferable. You're just going to sit up tall, grab the ankles, or even grab around the feet. Wherever you are, sit up tall, inhale. And then as you exhale, take the elbows wide. And it's like falling forward again. You can use the elbows to press the knees, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to rest mine just gently in front of the legs. Normally you can rest them right in the nook of the knees here and use every exhale to kind of open out the knees a little bit further. And from here, see if you can walk the hands a little bit forward. Maybe come up onto your fingertips like this and bow the head. That's lovely. And come all the way back. So now I'm going to come over back into our tabletop position. And we're going to warm up the spine in cat-cow. So the tops of the feet are flat on the mat. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to inhale, lower the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale, press into the mat, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, lower the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. We'll just move on with the breath. Do this in your own time, with your own breath. And then come to your flat back, and we're going to move in waves. So we're going to round the back and come back towards the heels. And then on the next breath, we're going to come over, shift our weight over into an upward dog position. We're going to inhale, take it round and down. Exhale, come on over. And moving with the breath, it doesn't really matter which one you inhale or exhale on. As long as you're one movement, one breath. I'm taking my knees a little bit wider just to protect my knee, and I might occasionally just lift it off the mat, but if you're able to just kind of keep both your knees on the mat, then do. And again, moving with your own breath. You have to try and keep up with me or move at a pace that doesn't feel natural to you. You can do these very slowly. Lovely. Then we'll come back to tabletop. Great. And you're going to send that right leg out long. You're going to lift the leg, toes pointing down, and looking down at the ground. You're going to just pulse that leg up into the air for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to bend the knee and send it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then draw the knee in towards the nose and place it down again. Lovely. Same with the opposite leg, send it out, lift it up, and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, and very gentle today, 2, and 1. Draw it in, bring the knee towards the nose, and come back to tabletop. Lovely. So we're going to thread the needle. Inhale the left arm all the way up. Exhale, thread it through. You want to bring your head to a block or a cushion or a pillow, you can. And this supporting hand here can come, it can stay where it is, or it can come all the way up. Or you can wrap it around the back and open out in the shoulder and chest. And just breathing here. Lovely. Then come back out the way you came in. Great. I'm going to take it to the opposite side. Inhale that arm all the way up. Exhale, thread it through. Use that supporting hand to either stay where it is, or you can bring it up or around the body. And then come back out the way you came in. Great. Okay, so from here, you're going to send that left leg out. You're going to send the right arm up. And if you want to keep those left toes on the mat, that's absolutely fine. You're going to be drawing the navel in towards the spine. The back's nice and straight, stomach's drawn in. If you want to, you can lift that left leg, reach with the heel, toes pointing downwards, reach with the fingers. Press on up out of that left hand. For 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Lovely. And take it over to the opposite side, right toes, the right leg out, toes on the mat, left arm up. And then I'm going to stay where I am just to protect my knee. But if you want to, you can lift that right leg up into the air. Press on up onto that right hand, draw the navel towards the spine. Press the heel back, fingers stretch. 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely. Then you're going to come, we'll come into puppy pose, and then we'll come into a wide-legged child's pose. So keeping the lower half of the body exactly where it is, and walk the upper half of the body forward and take that head down to the mat or to a block or to a cushion or pillow. The same way you might see me, I'm going to stretch that left leg out just to protect my knee, but you can stay exactly where you are. And slowly coming all the way up. Lovely. I'm going to take the knees as wide as the mat. And come on down into your child's pose. All the way down. I'm just going to draw my knees in together. A bit more comfy for me. And you can take that option too, whatever version of child's pose works for you. If you can get that nice hip opener with the knees wide, then do. Again, you might want to walk the fingers forward. Stay up on the fingertips. And then slowly make it all the way up, back to your tabletop. So now we're going to come into a supported side plank. See how I get on the left side. So you're going to extend that right leg, spin on the right foot, and then you can spin the lower bit off your left leg if that helps. You're going to press into the left hand and come all the way up, reaching up. Pressing into the outer edge of that right foot, reaching the fingers for the sky. If you wanted to get a little bit further, you can lift that leg. I'm not going to do it on this side. But if you want to, you can. So the leg is parallel with the rest of the body. And then come all the way down. Lovely. Okay. And we'll take it to the opposite side. Extend that leg, spin on the foot, and keep that right leg where you want, where it is. Or if you want to, you can spin the lower half of the leg out a little. Press into the right hand. Lift that arm, left arm up into the air. And if you want to, you can lift the leg. Again, I'm going to keep mine down. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. So now we're going to come down to lie on our side. So you can spin onto your side. And you can support yourself, just kind of make a little pillow with your arm, or you can put a pillow underneath you, or you can stay up on your elbow, whatever works for you today. I think I'm going to come down this way. So legs are on top of each other. You're going to take the right leg, which is on top, or whichever leg is on top, and send it back. You're going to use this hand for support. Send it forward from the foot flex. Send it back. Send it forward. And then when it gets back to center, you can imagine you're riding a bike. Leading with the knee, then pressing back with the heel. Try and keep the core muscles engaged here as well. Not just isolating the legs, but just remembering, being aware of every part of your body. Lovely. Then we'll take it to the opposite side. We're going to roll around this way. Lifting that top leg, thumping it back and forward, pressing into that hand for support, back and forward, back and forward. And then when you get to center, we're going to ride that bike. I'm taking it very slowly. You can move at your own pace. You can make the circles big or small. Lovely. Legs back to center. And we're just going to roll back onto our tummies. Now that we've warmed up a little bit, we can stretch the back a little bit further. So we're going to take the hands wider than the mat, forehead down. And we're going to inhale, come on all the way up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it down. Last time. Take it down. Then bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to press into the hands. Come up to straight arm. And then gazing forward. You're going to move your gaze around to the left. Back to center. Round to the right. Back to center. And then bend the elbows back as you lower your chest, chin and head to the mat. Okay, next, you're going to take your arms down by your side. Partly, if you want to, you can clasp the arms behind the back. That's up to you. If you are, you're kind of opening out the chest, head still on the mat at this point. If not, just rest the arms down by your sides, palms facing upwards. You're going to press into the tops of the feet and press into the pelvic bone. As you inhale, peel the head, chin and chest up. Exhale, take it down. One more time, head, chin and chest up. Take it down. You've got your hands clasped behind your back. This time as you lift your arm and lift the arms up a little bit further. Your arms are down by your sides. You might just want to lift them up into the air. And down. And this time you might want to bring your legs as well. And down. All the time, keep your gaze down at the mat. One last time. Lift. Hold. And release. Lovely. Come back to tabletop, so the hands under the shoulders, pressing into the hands. Come back to your tabletop. I'm going to come back this way. Don't know why, I'm just used to doing it this way. Okay, we're going to come into the downward dog. Just going to spread the fingers wide, curl the toes, send the hips high and back. Keep the knees bent. We walk out the feet. Pressing one heel to the mat and then the other. And then come to stillness. Bend in the knee is fine here. Chest pressing towards the thighs. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly look forward, lower to your knees, and spin round to a seat. Bring the knees bent and the feet flat on the mat out in front of us. Hands are just resting behind us. We're going to send both knees to the right and to the left, like a windscreen wiper, and keep them going. Just for a little bit longer. Lovely. And then use your hands to support you as you drop back onto your elbows. So from here, your elbows are bent, arms at a right angle, feet are flat on the mat, and you're just going to draw the knees in. And then send the legs out, and then draw the knees in. The core engaged here. Send the legs out, last, and in, and out, and in, and roll all the way onto your back. Lovely. And then from here, you can hug those knees in. You can take hold of the knees if you want to, and rock gently from side to side. Lovely. So you're going to extend that left leg all the way down, and then you're going to draw the right knee in with the right hand. Left arm's just released down by your side. And you're going to use the right hand to draw that right knee out to the side. You can just gaze it up. Keep that foot flexed. And then let the right arm go. Reach over with the left hand, draw the knee over the body, and you can keep that gaze to your right. Then come back to center, just hug that knee in, and then let it go. So you're going to do the same on the left side. I'm just going to do mine a bit more gently. You can draw that left knee in and hug it in if you can or if you want to. And then taking hold with the left hand, you're just going to draw it out to the side. I'm just going to keep my hand off my knee. And then reaching over with the right hand, just draw it over the body and take your gaze to the left. And then back to the center. You can hug that knee in as far as you want. And then release. And bring both feet to the mat. Draw the soles of the feet together. Open up the knees and bring the hands to the belly. And just breathe here. And drawing the knees together. You're going to cross the left leg over the right. So it's like you're crossing your legs if you're sat in a chair. And just draw Both knees over to the right. And back through center to the left. Same on the opposite side. Take both knees over to the left. And to the right. Back to center. Uncurl. I'm going to go into a supported bridge. So grab a couple of cushions or pillows or even a block. I'm going to use a block and a cushion today. Place them underneath you. So you're going to be lying down as if you were just lying flat, but the props are going to come just underneath your bum. So it might be better to position these once you're actually laying down. And then once that's comfortable, you'll just know when it feels right. Let the legs go and let the arms go. So you're arched in that bridge, but the legs are soft, the arms are soft, whole body is soft. We'll just relax here for a couple of minutes. And then when you're ready, gently draw the feet in to support you as you remove the props from underneath you. If you're really comfortable there, by all means stay there. Otherwise, just come all the way down into your relaxation position. So you might choose to leave the legs bent and just let the knees fall in together. You might want to bring everything all the way down to the mat. So the feet fall out, arms facing up, arms down by your side. And again, just take those few important moments to make any movements or adjustments you might need to make before you come down to center. It might include grabbing a jumper or some socks or a blanket or some cushions or an eye mask. And whatever props you need around you to make this final Shavasana as comfortable as possible. And I'm going to come and sit up just so you can hear me a little bit more clearly, but you can stay exactly where you are. So now that you've taken those last couple of moments to settle yourself, now turning the focus inwards. And focusing on the breath as it flows in and out of the body. And then we'll start to focus on each part of the body as it relaxes. Starting with the feet, the soles of the feet and the toes. Ankles. Calves and the shins relax. The knees. The thighs. The hips and the waist. Completely relaxed. Your lower body is relaxed. Stomach and the chest relax. The shoulders, the upper arms and the lower arms, elbows and the wrists, palms of the hands and fingers and thumbs completely relaxed. The lower back and the upper back melt into the mat. The neck relaxes. The jaw, cheekbones, forehead, eyes in those sockets and the crown of the head completely relaxed. As you inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you start to come back to awareness, notice the sounds around you. Notice the temperature of the room. Maybe take some gentle movement with the body, with all the fingers and toes. You can stretch. And if you're able, roll onto your side. And just take a few breaths here, maybe drawing the knees in. Making a pillow with your arm or your hands. If you're not, then stay where you are, just for a few more breaths. And then in your own time, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. With the hands, prayer at the heart. We'll just take a couple of those nice long breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then bowing the head. And raising the gaze. Namaste. Thank you for a lovely practice. I'll be back tomorrow for our even more gentle class. As I said earlier, it should be at 10, maybe a tiny bit after, but I'll keep you posted in the Facebook group. Also, if you've enjoyed this class and you are able to, please use our donation box, the link to which is in the Facebook group posted by Lauren. We just ask for a very small donation, maybe £3 if you can, just so that we can keep offering yoga and we'll keep running these sessions for those who can't. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your generosity and